Check, check, check. It's a little hot. Bring it down just a little bit. Check, check, check. It's a little hot. Just a little bit. Couple shares, y'all. I'm gonna get right with you. Think we squared away. Get this mic together. Shout out to everybody in the chat already. Justin Agato was good. Brion was good. Play, ain't see you in a minute, brother. We all good on the shares. We're gonna drop in. Get to this chat screen. It's the deal, y'all. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday night. Yeah, man. Very interesting vibes today. I'm looking forward to a vacation with my family tomorrow, and I was kind of just taking care of some last minute housework today, cutting the grass, doing daddy things. And I got word from one of our fellow members in the NPC gang, Sean Duty. He stops through here and there, and he was good friends with Brion, Beats By Rossi. Some of y'all might know him. And basically, I just wanted to kind of dedicate this stream to him. This community is very inspirational to me. I know a lot of people tell me I inspire them, and kind of give them some goals to shoot for with what I'm doing. And I'm still very early in my journey of becoming a creator. Even though I've been on the NPCs for a long time, but it's still. I still look for inspiration from you guys and from the community. And Rossi was one of those guys that I always look forward to his posts. I always look forward to his music, you know what I mean? And definitely his opinion on everything NPC and music related. So even things that weren't music related on Instagram, I liked a lot of things he talked about. Just a real conscious brother, and just very inspirational for me. And when I got the news today from Sean, who was, his close friend, that he had passed away recently in his sleep, it was a different experience, man, because, as much as, the last couple of years, it kind of kept everybody away from each other. I honestly look forward to meeting a lot more of you guys in person. It was always something I intended on doing, like kind of linking up, having meetups, going to different cities. When I started this channel 3 years ago, that's kind of what I was shooting for. And then, how the last 2 years went. So it really kind of made, I don't want to say it didn't make it impossible, but it made meeting you guys a lot more difficult, and just linking up. So I say all this to say, this is one of the brothers that I honestly can say, I'm going to regret not getting a chance to meet in person. And, with a lot of you guys in the community, I pop in on your channels. If I run into it, if, the algorithm feeds me your channel, I'm going to pop in, I'm going to show you some love, because this creative journey that we're all doing together. It might seem like you're alone. You're kind of pushing on your own, but um, it takes this whole community for us to grow. And I really owe this community a lot as far as what as far as I've grown on my channel. And Rossi's one of those guys where I felt like he had a lot to offer the community, so I tried to uplift him as much as I could. Um, Whether it's just like tips on what kind of gear he should get as far as cameras and stuff like that. Um, and a lot of you guys probably see me doing that where, if you have questions on how to get started, with the visuals and stuff, like I'm always here, what I mean, to give information and advice on what works for me. And he's one of those brothers that I really looked forward to seeing his following grow. And a lot of you guys in the community, that's how I feel about you. You know what I mean? Like I probably expressed it to a few of you where, I appreciate everything, you guys contribute to the community, and whether it's just how to do something on an NPC, it's, just a cookup you're doing. All that stuff really just adds up to this environment that we have, this group that we have. And I call it NPC gang, but it's a bigger community. It's not just our Facebook group. It's just a bigger community at large. Um, so I just wanted to take a moment of silence for Brion, Beats by Rossi, and just show him some love real quick, y'all. Where rest in peace, bro. You will be missed. So yeah, let me get to the chat, man. See if you guys, how many of you guys knew him and or ran into his content, and maybe he helped you out. Shout out everybody in the chat. 8-bit hustler, what's good? Paying respect. Word up. Cook up tonight, yes sir. May his sound reverberate forever. Word up, word up. Yeah, man, and it kind of leads me to another topic. I'm not gonna talk my head off today, but it kind of leads me to another topic, which is these videos that we create and this content and this music that we create. Um, it has multiple purposes. I tell people sometimes I started this channel not just for the NPC community or just to kind of share information, but it kind of had this dual purpose of kind of being part of my legacy. The things I got young children. I started having kids late. 38 years old. I had my first one. I'm 41 now. Just had my second one last year, and you never know what's gonna happen. So I kind of use my channel as a way to share information for all y'all, definitely, but also to kind of leave behind a creative legacy for my kids to see. Lord forbid something happens to me, I don't ever want them to feel like they don't know me or they didn't get a chance to know me at all. And it just it's a deeper purpose behind everything. And I try to keep that in mind. Whenever I go too long without making something or I go too long without an upload, I try to get back to those original motivations. That was one of them. There's a lot of motivations for starting this channel. Um, and going back to, with Rossi, and why I encourage you guys to, create as much content as possible and release as much content as possible. It's not so much just the creating, it's putting it out in the world, because, when our time comes, when our day comes, a lot of times these things we're leaving in the world, in the digital world, what I'm saying, are the only things that people are going to remember us by, that, by and large. Definitely our family will have memories of us, what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes, I found being a photographer, which is like, my other main passion, people, they downplay the importance of memories, until, like, what I've noticed is I've taken pictures for people where they weren't that excited about them when I took them, but then life happens 3, 4, 5, 10 years later, and anything can happen. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, those photos that we took 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago, they mean so much more. You know what I'm saying? And the photo is just, it's a symbol, it's a captured moment. When we're creating these things for our YouTube channels, for, you know, Facebook, we're putting these videos online. We got to remember, man, we're leaving a legacy, behind this stuff. This is stuff that's going to be searchable, who knows, maybe forever, you know what I'm saying, going forward. As long as there's an internet, as long as there's people connected with data, these things are going to live on. So you got to remember, we're leaving our fingerprint through this content that we put out. And it means a couple things, as far as the implications of that for me. It means try to put as much valuable information into it as possible when I'm creating. Try to put as much inspiration into it as possible. I try not to make stuff when I'm not feeling it, when I'm not up to it. And also, another implication is, you want to put forward the most positive energy possible. If you get known for, making remarks about, rude remarks about people, or just being negative, kicking people's back in, it doesn't even have to be that extreme. It could just be like, making little subliminal shots at people and all that. If your reputation online is one that's tearing other people down, that's going to live on. You know what I'm saying? The society we're in, and the way this data works, and the way, these creative things work, that we post stuff on, we don't know how long this stuff is going to live. And at the very least, it's gonna be some years. So, I just want you all to be conscious of that, when you're creating. Not that everything has to be perfect, but just make sure your intentions are right. Because I see guys in this community who, I've had guys kind of take little shots at me and stuff, like, blowing up my comments, social media and all that stuff, just, talking reckless or whatever. And I don't let it get to me, because I know with the greater purpose for what I'm doing. But, for those brothers, I pray for them, because, this stuff that we're putting out in the world, there's the whole karma thing, karma comes back. But aside from that, if something happens to you and the only thing left of your memory is you kicking people's back in online, it's not the way you want to go out, man. And I know I probably don't got to tell you guys, but it's just something I wanted to put out there, because it does happen. So yeah, man. I don't want to be on a low note tonight, man. This brother was very inspirational for me, and he was definitely someone who, like I said, I look forward to hearing more from. And there's some disappointment in my heart about that. But at the same time, he did leave a creative legacy. He did work hard at his craft. He did have plenty of people that respected him, myself included. And sometimes that's all we could really ask for. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cook up on that note, man. Let me pull some stuff up and see what we can get going. And I definitely want to, hear your guys' response on a lot of this stuff too. Maybe I'll do that first. Maybe I'll check in with you guys first, and kind of see what the conversation is. Because as much as I want to cook up in his memory, I just want it to be, I just want everything to be appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Let me extend this chat real quick. Word. I appreciate everybody for stopping in tonight too. Righteous Nice, how did he go? I'm not sure, man. Sean said he passed in his sleep, and that's a blessing for sure. I guess you can't. When I think about it, I'm like, oh, that's how I want to go. But I don't think there's ever an ideal situation. But you would like to think, when somebody passes, they're not in pain, and in your sleep, you wouldn't think that's the case. So that's a blessing. King Bay, NPC gang, hey family, appreciate you for stopping in, man. My brother Linda's son was good, stopping through the show, love, and my prayer of comfort to the family and friends of Beats by Rossi. Appreciate that, bro. Rest in paradise, much respect. Shout out to TJ. And Linda's son, man, I've been praying for you too, bro. I know you lost your grandmother recently, man, and that's something that I haven't experienced. I haven't experienced that, and it's definitely something that we all got to deal with at some point in life. So, I've been praying for you on that front. But yeah, man, love on your family and friends and put aside the drama. Celebrate life because it's very short, very, very short. That's a fact, man. Shout out to my brother King O Caesar, stopping through. Rich Noah Cole, Beat Addicts, always repping the brand. Appreciate you, bro. Mr. Pirate Brain just got here. Who passed? Very creative brother named Beats by Rossi, man. If you get a chance, check out his YouTube channel. I think he had like 500 plus subs. He definitely had an audience. Excuse me. Um, but he created on a lot of different platforms. He was heavy on the BeatStar stuff, and then he was getting into NFTs real heavy that I saw from his Instagram. So, very creative dude, man. Danico, great to see you, bro. Great to see you too, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Like I said, it was kind of impromptu. Kind of like the goal was to just really have a conversation with y'all and get a little bit of cooking in tonight, man, because I'm going on vacation for about a week. It's my second time going on vacation, and well, this particular one, me and the family go down to Destin, Florida. Now we're trying to make it like a tradition every year. So last year I went. I had just lost, one of my best friends, 17 years. He passed last year, and this trip last year really kind of got my mind back in the right direction. I had been off YouTube for like 2 months, 3 months, just kind of recovering from that situation, and life hit me hard last year. Definitely. But yeah, I went down to Destin with the family and kind of got back on track a little bit. Got my mind right. Sometimes you just got to refresh. You know what I'm saying? So went down there, just enjoyed the time with the family, and we decided we're gonna try to make that a tradition every year. So we're going down there tomorrow morning, and we're gonna stay for probably about a week, and I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and cook something up. I really don't have anything in mind tonight. Usually, I have a more focused stream where I'll be, cooking up using somebody's materials that they sent me, or using my standalone soul packs. Today, let's try something a little different. Let's see what we got here in the browser. I really wanted to cook up with the homie Masada stuff. He sent me a new version of his cycle kits, and I'm definitely going to do that. I don't think I'm going to do it tonight because I don't want to conflate the two. I think he does such a great job. I want to give him his own time. And that's a series I'm gonna be working on. Is a lot of the sound designers in the community. I talk to them, I chop it up with them, really respect what they do, and I'm just gonna start working with their products. Um, and I'm gonna call it Cooking with Friends. So that's a new series that's gonna be coming. Yeah, one thing I wanted to say too, as far as Beats by Rossi, he lived with his mother and took care of her. So it's left some hardship in his family. So if any of you guys, have the heart to donate anything, I'm gonna put I put his uh, GoFundMe in the description. So they're trying to send him off appropriately. So if anybody has it in their heart to contribute to that, it is in the description. You can do that anytime. But I just want to let you know about that. So yeah, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna go ahead and go through. I usually don't use my expansions that much, so let's cook something up from the expansions. Get to this touchscreen, and y'all know, Son 100 is my homie for real, man. He sends me all kinds of stuff, so I got I got tons of Son 100 packs in here. It's hard not to stop on one of those because he's got such great material. All right, yeah, let's mess with this Saved by These Bells. See if we can come up with something. I like that. Yeah, usually what I do with his key groups is I load up like 3 or 4 of them and then come up with a melody, and then I'll switch between patches. I like that. It's kind of dope. All right, tempted to rock with that one because it's got more kind of like a percussive feel to it. You know what I got to do too? Masada sent me a whole bunch of progressions too. I got to go through those too. But I do use a lot of his. He's got a progressions pack. I've been using volume 3 for a while. I think he sent me a whole bunch more though. I got to check him out. I keep telling Masada I'm slacking. I think this patch is in mono. Let's get it. I kind of want to start with some chords, so maybe I'll save the bells. You know what? I'm going to speed up the tempo on this one. Let's try something different. All right, and let's get a piano in here. Now, I normally use pianos with Reason, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and mess around with some of these F9 ones. I did find a couple of good piano patches on here. like that. All right, let's see if I can do something with the one piano. struggling with them little rolls. Gotta fix that last roll. I'm gonna sprinkle them piano keys just a little bit. A little stagger action. See if we can get us some West Coast bass. which one. I know he's got some crazy synth basses. Let's see. The homie Ski Beats definitely got some. Where is that Ski Beats expansion? Oh man, my MPC software is being disrespectful. I'm gonna go to expansion manager. Wonder why it's not on there. Hey, yo, that's crazy. This joint lost my Ski Beats expansion. Unless I'm missing something, because it's like a yellow cover. The what's it called? Dojo. Oh man, that's crazy. All right, it's cool. I'll just find something else. I got to get that reloaded though. That's terrible. I still got you on the expansion screen. My bad, y'all. Wonder why that joint's wobbling like that. Having a rough night with basses. I might have to go to Old Faithful here, which is bassline plugin. I never have a problem finding a tone with it, and then I can usually change out the notes. I mean, change out the patch. But even the stock one, the default patch, is really easy to hear. That's why I like laying the bass lines down with it. Sorry I went to a zone, man. It was just having a tough time catching that one. Checking on the chat with y'all. Yo, CJ, what's good, man? Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Yeah, I'm kind of off it tonight, man. I mean, of course, it's a somber occasion, man. But I definitely want to do something for the homie. Shout out to the homie Heavy Duty, man. It's like I said, it's Russ's, one of his closest friends. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, the brother really inspired me, man. It's the least I could do, and I just want to show love in the only way I really can right now. And I hope he will love it, man. Word. All right, let me go ahead and save that, man. Just had to kind of get that out of my system. Maybe we'll pick it up a little bit, man. What's today? 4:30. All right. Yeah, I like to usually come back to it, man. If I'm not feeling it, like as far as, I was struggling with the bass line pretty crazy. So I'll probably come back to that one and polish it up a little bit. Maybe add some more elements to it. Oh, man, it's a lot of key groups. It's taking forever to save. And still saving, man. Yo, Leo Terry, this is real, bro. I feel like I've been taking everything for granted. I honestly, it's something that, I mean, we all struggle with it, bro. Like, we all struggle with taking stuff for granted and just thinking tomorrow's promised. And I try to stay conscious of it as much as I can. I mean, you can't go through life, obviously in fear of what might happen, but, I try to at least, do something every day, man. I made this post about planting seeds the other day or last week. And, we can plant seeds of negativity or we can plant seeds of positivity, and the thing about the way this life is created, the way this earth is created is if you plant seeds, it's going to grow. If you plant seeds and you give it attention is like the water, right? So, I try to pay attention to what type of seeds I'm planting. You know what I mean? If I'm planting, seeds of love, positivity, inspiration, whether it's in the community, whether it's directly in my family, my kids, if I'm snapping on them all the time or I'm losing my patience, that's the seeds of impatience, the seeds of intolerance. You know what I'm saying? And I try to stay conscious of that because, you can kind of take for granted the memories that you leave with people. And so I try to pay attention, what type of seeds am I planting, like with my wife, my children, and then you kind of extend outward into your community. And I think that's really the best we can do. You know what I'm saying? To not take things for granted is to just try to plant seeds every day. And it's not just about planting them, it's about watering them. You know what I'm saying? Like you can kind of like, you can plant seeds and not pay attention to them, but they never go nowhere. So, that's usually when people have too many ideas and, they're trying to chase too many dreams or too many goals at one time, you don't give it the proper attention. So I try to just lock in. A lot of opportunities come our way. It's knowing how to say yes to certain things and say no to certain things. And a lot of times I say no more than I say yes these days. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I want to give my attention to the people that I had the most impact on. You know what I mean? So that's definitely, my audience as far as people who watch me, or, follow me in any type of way, whether it's like Instagram, Facebook. That all means a lot to me. But, I see my children and my wife every day. I talk to my brother on a regular basis, and I try to drop jewels on him whenever I can, or just help with his business however I can. So the people you can affect the most, man, that's really where you plant the most seeds. You know what I'm saying? And that's really where your legacy and memory is going to be the strongest. So, I try to put a lot of attention into that. Um, Shout out to the homie Six. He's actually calling me on Facebook Messenger. Let me see if I can send him a message real quick. Word. All right. So yeah, man. Just saying the relationship matters. Yeah, bro. I mean, it's definitely you can't give attention to strangers that much, man. And I get on some of my friends for that, because I don't want to say strangers, but you just got to pay attention to who you're giving your attention to. You know what I mean? It's definitely huge. You definitely want to water the seeds that are kind of in the most fertile soil, meaning like the people that had the most potential around you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's just potential to grow, or and it's hard to kind of make that decision. You know what I'm saying? Because especially I there's so many people that I know that I run into that inspire me in different ways, and I want to get behind them and support them. And it's tough to kind of draw that line, like who you get behind, who you push, who you give your energy. Even taking phone calls. I mean, I get a lot of phone calls, and I can't take them all. You know what I'm saying? As much as I like everybody that has my number or whatever, it's tough to get around to everybody. You know what I mean? So I think we can get caught up thinking that that's taking life for granted, but you just got to try. You got to try to give people love that reach out to you, especially. Try your best, man. And but yeah, I know that feeling. You feel like you're taking everything for granted, and that's something we just struggle with every day, man. I feel like I'm not taking stuff for granted if I don't work hard enough, and that's kind of where I beat myself up. Shout out to the homie Son 100. Peace, Earthlings. Hope I didn't break the flow. Nah, man, we just chopping it up, man. It's a rough night, man. Like as far as for me, it's hard to get inspired this quickly after a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna act like he and I were super close, but he's definitely somebody I interacted with online on a regular basis, and he definitely had an impact on me. You know what I mean? And I told him as much. I'm gonna show y'all real quick something that I put on Facebook, and let me just bring the screen up. My it's funny, man. You never know when's the last time you're gonna get a chance to speak to somebody. And this is a post. He made a post about something he wanted to do with his, I think, YouTube channel. He wanted to stream or something. And this is what I wrote to him. I wrote, I said, get back to it, bro. Your channel is dope. Honestly, my favorite video was when you had to sell your MPCX, and you was talking about your struggle and what you learned from it. That shit was real, and I'll never forget it. Those are the types of videos that make real diehard subs. The gear videos get more clicks, obviously, but I strive to keep a balance. Gear less is dangerous. So we were talking about gear, but I took a moment to just let him know that one of his videos that he deleted, he was self-conscious about, was the one that inspired me the most. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show that you don't really know when you're putting stuff out. You might think nobody's watching, it's not doing anything for anybody, but you don't know who it's hitting. It might be one person, it might be two people, right? Like, this stream, I don't expect it to perform well. You know what I mean? It's not something I wanted to do for like big numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's something I wanted to do because for one, I feel like I deserved. I mean, he deserved it, but then also, you just never know who you're gonna reach, and who your words and who your energy is going to impact, man. So, as you can see, this is a repost from his Instagram. He actually posted a comment that I left for him, and he said, "From Mr. NPC Gang himself, I am psyched. I deleted that video after a few months, but this let me know that it impacted someone." And it's really that simple. It's something that you think is a silly video that's not going to get any views. It might not, but it might blow up. It might influence a lot of people, and you never know who it's going to influence either. You know what I'm saying? So I was honored by this, that he thought it was enough, for me to repost it because I liked it. You know what I'm saying? And I was inspired by him. So it feels a lot of the loss I've been going through recently. It's been hard, but what's made it easier to get through is because the people that I've lost, they knew how I felt about them. A lot of times when we go into regret and we lose somebody, it hurts the most because we don't really remember what we said to them last, or we don't really know where we stand with people. Those are the losses that hurt the most, when there's so much that's unsaid, right? And so I try not to be, some people look at you like, oh, why you sweating so and so? Why, they get this ego thing where it's like, if you show somebody love and you show them positivity or encouragement, that you're sweating them, or, you're on them, or whatever. How what cats be talking about. They be talking greasy. But I'm at the point in my life where it's like, yo, I don't really care what anybody thinks about me showing love to other people. Like, at the end of the day, that person, if something happens to them, I got to be at peace with where we stood. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think some people, don't value the connections that they have, even if they're small connections, even if it's just somebody you chop it up with online every now and then. Sometimes people matter more to you than you realize until it's too late, you know? And this is one of them situations where I'm very grateful that I followed my heart, I followed my instincts, and I gave his brother his flowers before he was gone. You know what I mean? Like, in my own way. And sometimes it's the only chance you get. Sometimes a few interactions with somebody is the only chance you get to express, what they've done for you. But it's not so much that, it's just letting them know, letting them get that energy back. Because as creators, we thrive off that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we're making this art, when we're out here doing what we do, the encouragement comes back from the people who are, our audience. And I stopped. I don't say I stopped, but I'm not a passive audience member anymore. Like, if I stop on somebody's channel and they do something I think is inspiring, I'm gonna let them know. Like, if I stop on a post, like NPC Gang, a lot of guys are posting beat posts. Yo, everyone I run into, I say something. I'm gonna say something positive about it. Not every beat is dope. I'm not gonna be like, yo, this is fire. I'm not gonna lie to people. But yo, if their hi-hats sound good, they got a good swing on them, maybe their bass line needs a little work, I'll be like, yo, if you tighten up that bass line a little bit, this could really hit. But I like what you did with this and that. It's not to say you got to be nice to everybody. It's just when you see somebody trying, when you see your fellow creators out here working and putting in work, it doesn't dim your shine to give them a little light. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't take anything away from you to let them know that they're doing something right. And that's really all it is as a creator, man. We don't most of us don't need a whole bunch of praise. We just need to know that we're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? That's what's getting us up in the morning. That's what's making us want to continue on this journey. And you never know the impact that a couple words positive about what somebody's doing and creating can have on them. And I'm not oblivious to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I walk around all day pointing out all the good in people, but when I get a chance, especially online, I try to show people love, and just accentuate the things, I think they're doing right. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just my little tidbit, man. That's just something that I try to work on. Oh man, these spam bots. So 100. Rest in peace to the homie. Absolutely. Yo, Six, did you have you ever met him? Because I know you guys were working on or he was working on expansions for that Akai expansion site at one point. The user expansions. I know he was doing that for a little while, so I don't know if you had a chance to interact with him when he was doing that, because I know you were doing that at one point as well. Excuse me. Shout out to the homie Special Nobodies. Wonderful way to show appreciation to his life and memory, bro. Peace and blessings to the whole NPC gang. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And I I hope one day, Lord forbid when it's my time, man, I hope somebody gives me some love. You know what I'm saying? It gives me a shout out, man, cuz we all out here trying, bro. We all out here trying, and it's one of them situations where um you just, like I said, you never know the impact you have on people. And I'm telling you, as somebody who reads his comments a lot, the impact that I see in my comments, that's what keeps me going. That's what makes this whole thing, that gives me a different type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Where, you see guys with like 100,000 subs and, 200,000 subs. And it's like early on in my journey, I might have felt competitive or something about that. But these days, it's not about that. The connection I have with a lot of y'all is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really inspire each other, and y'all really show me a lot of love and support. Whether it's through the packs, supporting financially or whatever, or even just the comments, bro. The comments are just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I say that in a good way. Like when I go through my comments, I say like 98% of them are positive. They're thank you. This online situation, this YouTube, or whatever you want to call it, online presence I've been doing with my I am site persona. You know what I'm saying? I call it persona because this is like who I am, in music mode. This has been the most thankful journey I've ever had. I've never had somebody thank me more than when I started this channel. Like I get more thank yous than I ever got any job I ever had in my life. And I don't take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying for y'all. I encourage you to put out as much work as you can. Like whatever you're working on, share it, share your journey, because I'm telling you, man, that'll keep you going. You know what I'm saying? The thanks and sharing knowledge, especially if you have information and it's like second nature to you, do your best to share it. I'm trying not to preach up here. I'm kind of letting you know what's really rewarded me a lot, in my creative journey. Free thought exchange. Ain't no greater love than being human. Yo, I don't know, man. That's a loaded statement, but I will say this journey is definitely very, very interesting, and I'm very grateful for it. And I hope that everyone who's passed on has passed on to something bigger and better. And I pray that I don't want to say better things out there, but I just pray that this isn't everything, because it is great, but it would be awesome if there was more after this. I'm gonna just leave it at that. STH one time. Glad I finally caught a live. Unfortunate about the circumstance. I appreciate the words of wisdom. Yeah, man. I definitely, this isn't the type of stream where it's as entertaining, and I apologize for that, y'all. It's just that energy is just, I don't know, it's just not in me so much right today. It's kind of more introspective, and I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful that I have the opportunity and a platform to just do something like this for somebody who inspired me. And it's not a big deal. It's just the fact that I wanted to take time and keep my word and honor my word that I would. So yeah, man, I'm not going to talk y'all ear off tonight. I want everybody to enjoy their Saturday night. I'm going to go start my vacation with my family. I really wanted to cook up more tonight, but I think this is one of them situations where I just kind of had to just speak on the things that were in my heart, today. And again, give honor and praise to this brother who inspired a lot of people in this community with his work, and with his information on his channel. And yeah, man, rest in peace to the brother Beats by Rossi. also known as Brion Abrams. I'm gonna leave you on that note, man. I'm not gonna stay up here too late tonight, but I appreciate and love y'all for tuning in tonight. And I'm sorry it wasn't as entertaining as my normal streams, but special times call for special circumstances, and I'm just grateful that everybody who tuned in tonight did. So I hope you guys go out and enjoy your time with your families this weekend, and all your loved ones, everyone who's around you. Make the most of it. Try to make as many memories as possible. And if you're cooking up tonight, do your best to share it, because you never know who you're going to inspire. All right, I'm going to sign off on that note. Appreciate y'all. Peace.